Almost 4 centuries ago, Sinbad the sailor spotted the archipelago of Comoro from the deck of his ship. He nicknamed it Jazair al-Qamar, Islands of the Moon. Over time, Qamar was transformed to Comoro. Located in the famous Canal of Mozambique, the archipelago stretches between the oriental African coast and the island of Madagascar. For centuries now, Comorian sailors have used little Arab boats called Boutres to navigate the waves of the Red Sea. These 4 islands of the Indian Ocean are enchanting to see, but are equally seductive to smell. Cloves, nutmeg, ylang-ylang and vanilla travel from island to island before being exported throughout the world. The numerous spice plantations have won Comoro the nickname of the Perfumed Archipelago. The island of Anjouan, with its Ylang-Ylang cultivation, is the best example. These yellow flowers in the form of stars have a smooth, mellow odor and are one of the archipelago's most precious treasures. The Comoros supply 80% of the world demand in Ylang-Ylang. Grown in the shadow of the palm trees that surround the villages, mature Ylang-Ylang is harvested by hand for distillation. The essential oil extracted is destined exclusively for export. It's used in the composition of a large variety of perfumes. Arab sailboats loaded with scent stop at Anjouan to fill up on Ylang-Ylang extract. Not far from the plantations, a number of old distilleries continue to function. The local women bring in flowers they've collected by hand. Once gathered and counted, the flowers are distilled using a simple traditional method in a still that allows the oil to be extracted. More than 150 kilograms of flowers are needed to fill up a copper cauldron. Pipes pump in water which, once heated, produce steam in a manner similar to a pressure cooker. At the end of 4 hours of distillation, a half-litre of quality essence at 65 degrees will remain. This extract is bottled and then sold to the Bamboa company in Anjouan. The subtle and refined vapors of Ylang-Ylang waft over the surrounding villages and palm trees. The entire island is covered in a deliciously light fragrance. Bamboa, a small village near Anjouan, is home to the archipelago's largest plant distillery. A relic of French colonialism, the Bamboa company continues to produce a variety of essences. These stills, full of basil, will produce several liters of oil that will be used either in pharmacopoeia or in the production of perfume. From generation to generation, the distillation methods are passed down in traditional fashion. It's important that the distillery continue to uphold its prestigious international reputation.
My name is Ahmed Ali, and I've been working here at the distillery for the past 15 years. Ever since my father left, he worked here for 50 years. And I took his place. Here we distill perfume plants. Ylang, imported cloves and basil. Before that, we distilled tuberose, patchouli, orange flower, and we also did vanilla, lots of vanilla. All of these products come to Bamboa by boat. Sailboats arrive from other islands like Mayotte, Madagascar, Grand Comoro, Moheli. They leave here with sisal, ylang, basil, everything that we distill here. The essences are sent by boat to Grand Comoro, and from there they go to Grasse in France to make perfume.
Piled high with plant extracts, the Arab boats leave for Moroni in Grand Comore. If the breezes are steady, they will reach the island in 3 or 4 days. The sailors then head for Madagascar with a cargo full of sisal, a natural fiber similar to the one used to make cords for boats. This navigational method is close to extinction. In reality, there are only 4 authentic Arab boot sailboats left in Comoro, direct descendants of the famous Boutres of Oman. Nowadays, these boats are slowly being replaced by motorboats, better adapted to navigating the open seas. Nicknamed the Red Island for the colour of its land, Madagascar has long been a favourite French colony. Its history began in the year 1000, when the first immigrants arrived by way of the African Sea and from Indonesia. Despite initial physical and linguistic differences, a unique and united Malagasy culture was created. The population now numbers 12 million, with 20 different ethnic groups. Madagascar also possesses a rich maritime tradition, the cradle of which is located in Belo-sur-Mer, a little port town on the west coast that houses one of the largest boat construction sites. Here, the boats are called coastal schooners because they only circulate along the length of the Madagascar coastline. Belo-sur-Mer has another particular attribute. It is the only place where one can find salt marshes. These marshes supply salt to the whole country, as well as to Comoro, which has none of its own. The schooners leave Majunga, the principal port of Madagascar, and descend the coastline to get salt from Belle-sur-Mer. This salt marsh is spread out over many acres of land, of which its owner and manager only cultivates 175, producing 7,000 tons of salt annually. He employs close to 300 people, and all the work is still done in the traditional manner by hand. Solely reliant on the winds, the schooner can't guarantee any specific delivery date. Depending on wind speed, this trip could take anywhere from several days to several weeks. Sometimes the sailors even stop and wait for the wind to change direction. But unlike most Occidental countries, the people here are not in a hurry.